Hi, this is Bruce Buffer, and you're listening to the Brats and Beard Podcast.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Brats and Beers Podcast. Woohoo! What do you got there? Is that the Sierra Nevada Pale Ale? I love it. We kind of got away from that for a while, just talking about what we're always drinking, but I mean, it's usually the same shit. So Michelob or Coors or some shit, but.
Well, I'll tell you what, Shawn. The first time I ever had a Sierra Nevada, I thought it tasted like shit. And now I'm sitting here pounding 6 a week, so.
Well, I just cracked open a Bud Light, so let's take a sip here quick. All right, let's talk about the Met Gala, everybody. Just kidding. And we just lost 3 listeners. Oh, well.
I told you fell for that, too. You're not even drinking one, are you?
No, it's a Coors Light. I wouldn't buy that shit. Come on. Watch their stock keep plummeting.
It's about to take off, man.
Down 26%, and they're slashing. Apparently, they're doing 50% off now in a bunch of places. So if you do want cheap beer, I mean, fuck it.
Dude, I love it, man. I bought so much stock right now. I can't wait. It's the best thing that ever happened to me.
It's pretty great. Yes, so it's been 2 weeks. We missed last week. So there's a lot of stuff to talk about. So what sport, I'll leave this this ball in your court. What sport are we starting with?
Let's go with NBA because I don't even care anymore.
Yeah.
And I want to start this off with I want to blame Shawn for this. Shawn, this is your effing fault, bro. I placed a bet because of you, a Joel Embiid bet for MVP on April 9th for the conference finals.
Wait, what?
It's for the Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Yes. I know, dude. I'm so upset.
It could happen. If they make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, there's a very good chance.
Doesn't matter. I was a fucking idiot.
You fucking moron. I told you.
I was rushing it, bro. Why didn't you take a bet? You knew it.
I know. Dude, as soon as I was like, you're the first person I thought of. I was like, oh, I hope Drew actually made that fucking bet. I knew it was going to happen. I mean, all of those ones that I said, those were all right. Everybody who I said was going to win won. Not from me. Like, I'm not saying I'm a genius. I'm saying it's just from those.
Yeah, it was the list. I know you can't read it, but yeah, so it's still open. I know.
Plus 550, is that what it is?
Yeah, I was like, easy 5-banger. I'm like, thanks, Shawn. Like, all those Timberwolves people, wait, is that illegal for them?
Yeah.
That's BS, bro. Like, I'm sure they tell everybody up there, right?
Oh, well, the one guy is not working for him anymore. He used to work for him. But the other one definitely doesn't either.
That's awesome. Well, we need to keep talking to that guy that works there because next year we are getting the pick.
Oh, fuck, dude. I'm so disappointed. I'm so sad that she didn't get it. But
it's okay, man.
I wonder what I'm sure you still would have made some good money. You probably would have doubled up. I don't know what the plus minus was at that time, but.
Yeah, I imagine it was like probably plus 200. Plus
yeah, I was going to say it's like 150, 190, something like that. But either way, you still have a good chance because he is very dominant. If he can win that MVP, he can easily win the Eastern Conference Finals MVP. But such a fucking.
Well, not after that video I saw of him today.
In high school?
Yeah, you love that video, man.
That's fucking great. I had to post something.
Past the hoop. Why is this gym so big?
Yeah. That's pretty awesome. All right, so you made that bet. It's still open. The Timberwolves, they did not make it very far, but neither did the fucking Bucks. So,
all right. Question number 1. This comes from a listener, by the way. I want to make sure I say it right.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you? Okay. First off, going forward, would you rather be the Wolves or the Bucks right now?
The Bucks.
Yeah, I don't really know all the contracts.
Because we don't have Rudy Gobert, so we're good.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
The only piece that I would like is Ant. Otherwise, like, fuck your team.
What about Kyle Anderson? What about Naz Reid?
Kyle Anderson.
What about Luka Garza, bro? Bro's the term tonight.
Oh,
okay, here's the real question, Shawn. Was the Bucks championship a fluke?
No, it wasn't a fluke. I mean, why would you? I'm just curious. Like, why would you say it was a fluke?
Because
they just stumbled their way into beating all of the best teams in the league in 7-game series.
No, it's a fluke because like Giannis probably hit like 3-3-pointers or something one game, and it was like no effing way. It's just all luck.
That was the season when he was a horrible free throw shooter too.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Which is crazy.
Still a horrible free throw shooter, but
yeah, why does he go through that? Like the next season he was good, and then now he's fucking bad again. Like what? I just don't get it.
Can you tell us the rundown real quick of the playoffs for them? Like the last couple games? Was it just who didn't perform, who did perform?
Well, you know me. I'll bitch about Chris Middleton all day, every day. I'm fucking over it because people like try to defend his dumbass. But then all of a sudden people like started saying at the end, like, oh, I'd actually be fine with trading him away for next season. It's like, no shit. I don't know. He did all right in some games, but like he does a lot of shit wrong when like that doesn't show up in the box score sometimes. Like some of his turnovers are like really costly. He just makes some really bad decisions. So whatever. I won't harp on him too much. I've said all my piece with how bad Chris Middleton is and how much we need to move on. Drew played so bad though.
Poopy.
So bad. I would say a lot of it probably fell on his shoulders, unfortunately, because I do like him, but he had a lower efficiency percentage than Eric Bledsoe did when he was on the team, which everyone complained about how bad Bledsoe was in the playoffs and that he didn't show up. And then Drew came in and kind of shit the bed this year.
Yeah, I totally agree with you on that one. I love Drew, so that sucks.
But I would place all of the blame on Coach Bud. He is a clown.
He just won a championship 3 years ago, bro.
Yeah, it wasn't because of him. I'll tell you that. He tried everything in his power to fucking not let us win that championship too.
Oh, so he beat every good team, but he's not. Isn't that what you just said?
No, I don't think he is.
No, be real. I'm being serious now.
No, no. I mean, he's a fucking idiot. I don't even know where to start with him. He left timeouts on the board at the end of regulation and overtime. Which
that was weird.
What are you doing? Where are you taking those so we can use them next year? Okay, cool.
Shawn, it doesn't work like that.
Dude, how do you leave timeouts on the board? And then everyone was putting a lot of blame on Grayson Allen. I do think it's dumb. You've got to know the clock at that point when you get the ball. But to be put in that situation in the first place, I think was fucking stupid. And he was obviously not ready. And he got the ball with 4 seconds left, 3 seconds left, and whatever. You shouldn't have put the ball on the ground. Either way, Giannis brings the ball up the court on that final play, passes it to Chris. Chris drives to about 7-8 feet of the rim, gets stopped by a defender, and then panics, turns around, and then finds Grayson Allen in a panic. And during that entire time, like, yeah, I can blame Chris. He should have just put up a floater just to try to get a floater off or something, because you're pretty close to the rim. But in that instance, as soon as he gets stopped and panics, you're calling a timeout as a coach. First off, you should have called it when Giannis came up past half court. Second off, when Middleton's panicking, sure, and you still get 3 or 4 seconds. Like the Heat did it to force overtime, and they drew up a play with fucking like 1 second left, and they fucking forced overtime because of it. And then with Grayson, I mean, you could have called it when Grayson got it, but he was just, as soon as I saw him put the ball on the ground, I was like, well, this game's fucking over.
Did the clock go off?
Yeah, it's just he didn't even get
okay.
a shot off. He didn't even get a shot off. So,
Oh yikes! That's okay. That is terrible coaching, man.
yeah.
How does the assistant coach not say something?
And then people are talking about like, okay, you have veterans on your team too. Like, how are the veterans not calling timeouts? Like, how is Giannis not calling a timeout? But in the moment, though, you're supposed to be putting all of your trust in your coach. So if you're coming past half court and he's not calling a timeout for you, then you have to play. You have to play. Like, yeah, if you get caught up somewhere, call a timeout as a player, as a veteran, like, know that. But I mean, usually if the coach is giving you the green light, you're taking the green light and you're trying to make something happen. Like, I get that because everything's happening so fast. Whereas a coach is supposed to be the calm, cool, collected guy, like, know the situation. Okay, let's call timeout here. Let's talk about it. Nope. Decides not to. But.
All right, that is terrible. Nick Nurse is going to be your next coach.
He should be. He should be. And, I mean, outside of that last play, like, Bud, there's some pieces that he didn't play. There's some pieces he would take out when they started playing well, like Portis a couple times. I mean, he didn't play Crowder at all. He didn't play Dragic. He barely played Ingles. And some of those guys, they are like a defensive liability, and they weren't playing amazing. But even just to, like, switch it up and get some fresh legs in there sometimes, like, I don't know. It's pretty brutal. And I don't know why we signed some of those guys. Why do you bring Jay Crowder on the team? Why do you bring Dragic on the team? Dragic never netted. He didn't get 1 minute. It's like, why do you even waste the fucking roster space for some of those guys?
Right.
You're bringing in a vet who's supposed to have some of this experience that can help you win, and you don't even use him at all. I don't know.
It's the same thing with Serge Ibaka last year, I think. Like, why isn't this guy playing?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. But anyways, season's over. We're going to get Damian Lillard or Bradley Beal next year. It's going to be great.
Dude, that will be cool. That'll be super cool. Who are you going to get rid of? Obviously Middleton.
They're losing some guys. So, I mean, yeah, who are they losing? So they can, yeah, Middleton, I think he has an option. Middleton would be gone. I think Brooke could be gone. A lot of our bench guys are just gone. So, I mean, there's only like probably five solid guys who will for sure be back. I'm sure we'll re-sign a couple more, but yeah, we'll see. I'd like to see some changes happen, but first I think you gotta fire Bud. I don't know how he still has a fucking job, honestly, but oh well.
Hey, apparently Shawn wants Bud fired.
Now
to happen.
Off with his head.
Well, at least you're not the Timberwolves, man. But I still would have liked to see the Bucks go a lot farther, just because I think they're a good team. I think Drew played poopy, like you said.
Yeah.
From what I saw, the Giannis injury thing that kind of bugged me a little bit, actually. I'm sure you guys want him to be healthy, but I'm like, this is the playoffs, man.
Yeah. With them sitting in the one game, I'm like, oh, okay, I kind of get what they're doing. But I think did they win that game without him? No. Because they won the first.
No, they did.
No, they won that game. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
And then he's just massaging his back dildo with it right in front of everybody. That was weird, man.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy that he's had like what looks to be worse injuries before in the playoffs, and he's played through them, and then like that. I mean, I get it. Your tailbone probably hurts, but I don't know. Whatever.
That's just what I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can move on from them. So who's playing tonight? It is the
Sixers and the Celtics.
All right, Joel Embiid.
Let's go. It's not even the conference finals yet, though, so you still gotta wait a whole nother.
You gotta win, dude.
You gotta hope they knock the Celtics off. Jesus.
They got one on them already, right? And Joel didn't even play.
Yeah. Celtics are 7.5-point favorites tonight. I thought that was kind of weird. I get it, they're at home, but for losing a game without the MVP and then coming, I don't know. It's very, very strange.
Al Horford's going to have like 34 points.
I'm sure. Get some home cooking there.
Oh, don't even bring up the refs, man. It's terrible. It's just terrible in every sport.
Dude, yeah. Yep. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I don't know. There's a lot of good series though. I'm actually like, I don't really care about who's winning anymore, but, like the Lakers Warriors, that's going to be a fun series. I can't believe Jordan Poole put up that fucking shot. Yet last night, like what a dumb fucking shot with 10 seconds left. Steph was pissed about that. And then,
Dude, it looks to me like, well, you know, it's just the media, but like you see Clay, he hates Poole.
yeah,
Like he's always like throwing his hands in the air and stuff. Yeah.
I mean, Poole isn't a very smart player. He does have some like raw skill, but his IQ is not there yet. He's still trying to like, he's trying to like shoot his way into like one of the Splash Bros, you know, and it's not, it's not the same.
No, it's not, unfortunately.
Yeah. Maybe he'll get there, but, Nuggets and Suns, Nuggets are up 2-0. They look pretty dominant in that series so far, so.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy, that Suns experiment. That'd be funny if they lose.
It's the same old Suns, man. They're always really good.
It's that KD curse, right? Then Knicks and Heat, they're tied up 1-1, heading back to Miami. Damn.
Yeah, was it the game that Butler didn't play too?
Yeah. Playoff Jimmy, man, that dude is fucking scary apparently. Jesus.
What do you think of him, man? Let's hear your thoughts.
I mean, I have to respect him, dude. Like the dude's a hard ass fucking worker. He just grinds his ass off. He shows up and yeah, I don't know. I can't not like him, honest. Like, I can't hate him. I don't have to necessarily cheer for him, but I completely respect him. I'm like, damn, he's fucking good. He's good. He's showing up when they need him and winning games.
He's the last of a breed, is what I read, and I agree with that. Like for right now, at least, he's got the Mamba mentality, man.
Yeah, that's true, of course. And he's not scared to call people out and shit. Like that's the thing. It's like,
well, neither was Kobe. You know what I mean?
Exactly, Kobe. I mean, there's videos of Kobe at practice telling fucking Nick Young and some of those guys that they're fucking soft as baby shit, and he just leaves practice. He wouldn't even. He's like, you guys don't deserve to practice with me. He'll just leave.
It's probably the truth.
Yeah.
Just don't say that to Steve Blake. I think that guy swings. I've seen a couple of videos of him.
What is he gonna do? Punch me in the belly button? Yes, Steve Blake, you're short. What about it?
Oh, dude, this week you're getting knocked out by Steve Blake.
He's probably like taller than I think he is.
I think he is.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong though, man. Well, yeah, he probably is one of the last ones who's like that.
Well, it sucks because like I have a Jimmy Butler jersey, and I mean, what am I gonna do? Just throw it away? Like, no. But he was a villain for the Timberwolves, you know, because we have guys you have to get along with. But if they don't want to work, you know,
why do you have to get along with them? It's like, I'm here for a reason. At the end of the day, it is a business, and I'm here to fucking win.
Dude, and Carl was like,
hey, you want to play Call of Duty?
Hey, Jimmy, you want to play Call of Duty with me?
Me and Kyler are getting together pretty soon.
And then he changed, as soon as he gets on Call of Duty, he changes his voice to like try to be gangster. He's like, hey, this is Cat.
Aaron, stop. Dude, I want a ring. I'm from Golden State now. That's how it goes. That's exactly how it goes.
It's so fucking funny.
No, but Jimmy, you know, is like, what a jerk. But now everything, he's totally, I wouldn't say redeemed himself. There's just another word for it. Like he proved himself. Everything was like, you guys are bogus.
Yeah, it does. It's funny because it took a while to kind of play out, but I think everyone sees it now. It's like, okay, we know he wasn't wrong in some of those situations. Like, we know exactly how he was acting probably and what he was trying to do. And it depends on how the team wants to take it. So,
yep.
Soft players aren't going to win championships.
It's just amazing to me because, well, one, you remember Butler at Chicago. Like, he's a lot smaller, obviously, and I just don't remember him being this dominant. Like, he scored a lot, yeah, but like, And then when he came to the Timberwolves, it was just more about his leadership. Like there'd be games where he had 15 points, you know?
Yeah.
Like he didn't always have that's why these high
crazy
scoring
game.
games right now, it's like, holy crap.
Well, the thing is like, and I said this going into the series, I'm like, there's one player that can beat the Bucks on this team, and it's Jimmy Butler. I'm like, Bam is not scary, and nobody else on that team is a threat, in my opinion. Like, yeah, they can get hot from the outside, some of those shooters, but nobody that is gonna actually put a dent in a game and beat the Bucks. And I'm like, Jimmy's the only way they're gonna do it. So seeing him go off in those games, I'm like, they knew their game plan, and the Bucks didn't change their defense to try to stop him. It's like they didn't double team him, they didn't try to face guard him, they didn't deny him the ball. They'd switch on him or they'd try to like fight through screens on him instead of switching. They switched, I think, for the first half of one game, and then they changed up in the second half, and they stopped, and then he just went to fuck off for 50 plus points. It's like shit like that. That's where the coaching comes in. I'm like, dude,
and that's exactly why. Because every time he'd get that pick and he'd get around the pick, he'll beat you to the basket every time.
Yeah.
And he'll always get fouled.
He's scoring or he's getting a foul every fucking time. And like to just leave him open so many times and let him drive to the basket so many times and never make adjustments. It's like that's mostly on the Bucks, but at the same time, Jimmy knows what he has to do and he's getting it done. So
that's why I find it crazy because like during the whole season, his like 3-pointer betting odds was like half. It was like 0.5. And so it's like he does, like I was telling you, he doesn't really look to score a lot.
He's not a
during the playoffs
shooter.
It was like 2.5. Yeah, until the playoffs.
Yeah, then he started making shit. And so everyone's like, he never shoots like this. But yeah, it's switch and he turned it on. So props to them. I'd still like to see the Knicks win. Fuck the Heat, but whatever.
Let's go Knicks.
Yeah, I don't know if they have it in them. We'll see.
Jalen Brunson's a beast. He's that guy. He's a dog.
He is a fucking beast. Even though last game, I don't know. Didn't look great, but everyone has off games, so I'm sure they'll try to bounce back.
I'm just surprised they are where they are.
Yeah.
Tom Thibodeau, baby.
Dude, his hair, he's got to fucking shave that shit.
Tommy! I was yelling at him at G League. Tommy!
Tommy!
Hey, what do you want?
Dude, I found that picture of us with Bobby Portis the other day where he's like walking fast. We're like, Bobby! Or snap a selfie. He's not even looking at the camera. We just yell his name and snap a selfie of us. I was gonna post it on our Instagram. It's pretty fucking funny. That's back when he was a bully. Yeah, NBA, I don't know. We'll see what happens. All I know is that now I'm cheering for Joel Embiid to be the Western Conference, or Eastern Conference MVP. Let's fucking go.
Let's go.
That's fucking great. Alright, you good on NBA?
Yep.
Alright, do we dive into, do you want to hit anything else before we dive into the big monster of football, or what else do you want to, any baseball or anything you want to talk about?
I guess I just want to shout out to all the guys following us on the betting. I'd say 9-2 is pretty good. I'm just saying. Even though my bank account doesn't reflect it, yours should. So, and if you want to know the secret to betting, here it is. Go to work 10 hours a day. Please help the economy. Come home, run at least 3 miles. Be nice to your wife. Be nice to your girlfriend. There's a secret.
and then follow our Instagram.
And follow our Instagram. And, but I wanted to talk really quick about your cards, Shawn. So what have you been doing with these cards? Like, I saw you bought some today, and, to me, like, I look at the cards and I'm like, oh, dude, this guy's really good. Like, so, and they're graded already, I'm assuming.
Yeah, most of them.
So it's like they got to be worth some money right now, right?
I don't know. I think it surprises you sometimes. So like the ones, like the rookie cards, like Jalen Hurts, Kyler Murray, who the fuck else is in there? God, I can't even think. But there were a couple like that where like, oh yeah, Justin Herbert. So those have all like good potential, but I think like they just have to like keep doing shit, improving it. I think a lot of it is in season too. Once like prices fluctuate so much, so once people start seeing somebody do good, like if Kyler comes out and has like a good game or two, prices will fucking skyrocket for him. A lot of people are always looking for like the rare ones. So like if they're numbered or just like a certain color or whatever it is, like some sort of parallel to like their original base card or whatever, which those are. So like they're cool, but like none of them are crazy money yet. Like $30, I don't know, or so. So we'll see. We'll see. It's nice that they're already graded though. And they're not perfect 10s, which is another thing that boosts that fucking price, but.
Perfect 10s, like the company? Isn't that a porn site? Oh, wait.
Yes.
So, like, they're kind of beat up a little bit?
No, just graded. I mean, all the ones that I have are graded 9s, which is like, that means there's one tiny thing off with it that they were like, no, it's not a perfect 10. Like, they're so, like, strict about giving 10s and stuff. It was Carl Anthony Towns. He was like, this is not a 10. This is 9. I was like, damn it. But no, now I'm just kind of like, I don't know, I'm trying to organize and like go through all my cards and just, I'm trying to sell stuff, but at the same time, like, I don't know, just organize it and price a bunch of shit out. And so I have all of my cards laid out. I'm trying to sell.
How are you selling these cards?
A lot of it on eBay. I'll post some stuff on Facebook and then I'll post some stuff on my Card Knock Life Instagram, but I haven't been that active on there. I'm trying to sell a 704 card lot right now of F1 cards, and I'm trying to get rid of that puppy for maybe $200 or $300. We'll see.
Nice.
That's a discount because I know there's some good cards in it, but I kind of just want to get rid of it. So
it's me and Cody. We're just bidding on it together, just driving it up for you.
Fucking please do.
We'll drop out at the last second.
There's a really good new documentary type of show on Netflix. It's about the Golden Auction. So it's this guy, whatever, I forget his first name, but John Golden, I think. But he started this like auction company, and it's like a memorabilia and collectible like auction. And it's like the most famous one now, and like Drake goes to him and Logan Paul, like all these guys, like whenever they have something or they want to open something with him, and he's just super famous now. So the documentary is kind of about some of their big like chases or like things that they'll go like consign with people and like bring in and then throw on their auction site. But it's about chasing like and getting a lot of this stuff. So it's like cards that'll go for a couple $1 million. They're like looking at all these collections and then selling this shit for people. And it's pretty interesting. It's cool. You see a lot of like rare stuff that they kind of bring in. Which then it gets you going and you're like, oh shit, where's my rare stuff? How can I sell a bunch of stuff? But whatever.
Yeah, I looked up how much this old Pez that hasn't been opened up yet because you go crazy for Pez for some reason.
Dude, there's
$4, man. I could sell it right now.
Dude, there's a documentary about a Pez guy on Netflix too. That's fucking wild. They have like a Pez Fest and stuff, dude. Yeah, it's crazy. It was like some guy. What did he do? He like
I know about this. I know people like Pez.
You gotta watch it. It's fucking wild because he like tries to like rip off Pez or something, or he goes to like somewhere, finds all these like rare Pez that they're making in like some country. So he starts buying them from them directly, but it wasn't, I don't know, I forget. It wasn't like directly a Pez or like they wouldn't produce them in the US or something. So he's buying them and then he was reselling them at all these Pez Fest like shows. But then I think Pez found out about it and they were like, well, fuck this guy. So then they mass produced every single one of the ones that he was trying to sell at the shows. So the next show he shows up to with all these rare ones, there was a huge regular stand and they're like, these are all of them and they're official from US Pez or whatever the fuck it was. And this guy was like, I just spent all of my life's earnings on this. And he's just like, fuck me. They just screwed him over. It's fucking crazy. Some people are wild for those fucking things though. But
I will have to watch that for sure.
Yeah. There's a couple good ones on there. But yeah, I mean, I'm still chasing my fucking one that's going to have me retire, but, you know, selling some here and there. So it's good stuff. Good stuff. That's the card business.
I love it, man. NFL.
Let's see. So the NFL draft happened. How, in your opinion, I was going to post this on our Instagram, but in your opinion, how do you think that the Vikings drafted?
No idea, man. I can tell you this. The only thing I can tell you about the Vikings draft is I watched a lot of highlights of Ja, and he looks awesome at USC. I can't tell you how that's going to translate. I don't even know who the quarterback was for USC. Did he get drafted too?
I couldn't tell you.
And so anyway, that's all I know. It'd be really cool if we find another gem. That'd be amazing. But yeah, that's it. Because the Vikings had like one pick, and it was boring as hell for me.
Your next pick was in the 3rd round, 102nd pick. So yeah, and you took a cornerback out of USC.
Oh, we love them cornerbacks that don't work out.
Yeah, you do. You guys are really sticking it with your teams. You were like, let's take 2 USC guys back to back, then we'll take 2 LSU guys back to back, and then we'll take some Mormons right after that, and it'll really work out.
Yeah, was it a Mormon quarterback? Is that who it is?
Yeah, Sharon Hall. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, yep. So I don't know. We'll see if Jordan kind of plays out. The Tits took Peter Skoronski, a tackle, with their first pick. And then they took Will Levis, who dropped out of the 1st round into the 2nd round. So that's their 3rd string QB, they're saying. They took a running back too, I think he's a speed back. So I don't know. That was fine. And then the Packers had like 14 picks, so that was a lot. And in that whole mess, they took Lucas Van Ness first. Iowa boy. Did you see that video of his dad when he was hugging his girlfriend, Lucas's girlfriend? No. So like,
where's this going?
Right as he gets drafted, his girlfriend and his dad standing there. Lucas's girlfriend like comes over and gives him a hug, and he like goes to like pat and like literally pats her like lower back and goes down and just pats her on the ass. But it's right on national television, so everyone saw it and everyone's like looping it. So
it's like, dude, I was excited.
I'm sure they're enjoying that. They were like, he used to be a football coach. It's just habit.
Yeah, good game.
They got a tight end, wide receiver, actually 2 tight ends, wide receiver.
Wait, did you get another Iowa guy too? No, that was the Lions, I think.
Yeah. And then they did take a QB, the Penn State QB, Sean Clifford. So, I don't know, they took a kicker, so everyone's saying that Mason is done now.
But here's the problem. Clifford's pretty good. Like, he might beat out Jordan Love.
Well, he won't to start because they've put all their eggs in this Jordan Love basket right now.
Of course, Jordan Love.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yep. And he'll play. It's still hilarious when you listen to some of the Packer fans and you're like, fuck Aaron Rodgers. Jordan Love is the man. He's going to crush it. And we're all loving Jordan Love. And then the Packers, I hope it doesn't happen, but they're going to come out. They're going to be 0-3 or 0-4. And they're going to be like, fucking Jordan Love sucks dick. Fuck this guy. The same people. They're like, we need a new quarterback. You'd be like, okay, yep, the same fucking idiots. That's why I'm not being optimistic about it, I don't expect much from it.
Remember when you did that Joel Embiid prediction? This is the same thing, man. The Packers are going to blow dick just because
bet on them to go 0-4 in the playoffs. Just some dumb shit. Just, I would. 0-4 in 2025. Fuck.
What did you think of your picks, though? The first couple, at least.
The Packers?
Yeah.
I think that they reached on all of them. I'm okay with what they did. I don't know. Obviously, I would have liked to see a wide receiver a little earlier. I wouldn't have mind going for like Addison or somebody like that. Actually, when fucking Jackson was still there, Smith, Ajuba or whatever, he was still on the board. And
Ohio State guy?
Yeah, and we passed him.
Oh, that's a big deal, actually.
It is a fucking big deal. I was like, oh, he's on the board. We're going to take him. And then we take him. So, I don't know. We'll see. I don't love it, but the Packers have a big boner about Midwestern guys, so they're sticking with him, seeing what's going to happen.
Sounds
I don't
like
know.
them.
I think
any
they're
other big memorable drafts for you, like guys that went somewhere?
No, there's some batters and stuff got drafted. Trying to think. No, I don't think so. I don't know. I watched the first round or so, and then I just kind of watched on my phone the rest of the time.
Who was the first quarterback taken?
Number 1 pick, Bryce Young.
He went to the Panthers.
Yeah, it went Bryce Young, and then what's his face, Mr. He got a 17 on his fucking test. Ohio State quarterback. Is that Ohio State?
CJ? Is that what it is?
CJ Stroud. He got a 17 on his Wonderlic test. A 17. That's like what's your name? CJ Stroud. All right. Well, he got. I don't know. He kind of said it right. We'll see. I don't know. like he didn't even get that question fully right. They're like, what's today's date? He was like, spring. And they're like, all right, that's another half a point. He's struggling here, but we're gonna get through it.
Shawn,
what team? What college do you play for? Stars. Like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
Sometimes you go out drinking, and the next morning your head hurts, and
he is
that person. He totally forgot he had a Wonderlicking test that day.
Yes.
Anyway, I'll defend him. Go CJ, but you don't want an Ohio State quarterback. Remember that.
No, they usually don't pan out. So, yeah, I don't know. And then the third, what's his face, went, which I thought the Titans were going to trade up for. The QB I do like over Stroud. What the fuck is his name? The big athletic dude. Yeah, Anthony Richardson. Yeah. I thought the Titans were going to trade up for him. They were talking about it. But they still got Levis, who a lot of people thought was going to go number 4 anyway. So, I don't know.
Did you see that Vegas BS where someone posted that Will Levis was going to go number 1? And the odds literally went down to like 200, 400, plus 400 for Will Levis to get drafted first.
Really?
Yeah, that's how much people started betting on.
Jesus Christ.
And in Las Vegas was like, what is wrong?
Dude, fucking idiots.
And then it finally came out, Will was like, why do you people believe everything you hear? Like,
yeah, I do remember seeing him say something like that. He was like, what? Yeah, I didn't know what that was about though. That's fucking, yeah.
Dude, I almost placed a bet. That's how stupid I am. Cause I was like, is he really like, what is happening right now? Is this like a Mitch Trubisky thing all over?
Well, the Texans made a fucking baller move, traded up and got the back-to-back picks. That's fucking wild, dude. So they got the second and third best player technically in the draft. That's fucking crazy.
What they give up?
Baller move by them. Just a fucking a later draft pick and like a future draft pick.
I don't get why anybody takes that trade.
It was like nothing, or like maybe it was 2 other future picks, but I was like, why wouldn't you do that? Like, just whatever. I think they only bumped up like 4 or 5 spots. So I swear they had like the 7 pick or some shit. So.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't a crazy jump, but yeah, to get those back-to-back ones, they got Will Anderson and they got, was it Stroud? Were they 3 and 4? Or 2 and 3? Whatever. Anyways.
My only other complaint about the draft is I just cringe, dude, when they walk up and look in the mirror with their hats, and half the hats don't even fit because their hair is all, and I'm just like, oh, dude, I'm just cringing right now.
Yeah.
Like, I would definitely like walk in there and start pissing in that little room with the mirror. I'd probably be so drunk that you know what I mean? It's like, what do you think, dude? It's just a little too flashy.
It's too much. But that's all the fucking draft is nowadays. It's like, it's just flashy.
All right, time out. Really quick. if it took like 3-5 seconds total of the walking, because it's them walking from the couch to that, from the room to the stage. It's like, get your ass out there.
Dude, it's so long. It is so long. Like, the next pick is always in before the guy's even up on the fucking stage yet. It's like, dude, what the fuck? Like, let's go. Yeah, you're right. But yeah, it's all just a fucking show now. And like, that's why I respect some of the players who don't go to it. Like, the Packers guy wasn't there, but the Titans guy, their guy wasn't there either.
Skoronsky or something?
Yeah, Skoronsky. I think they said he was at like, I don't know, it looked like he was in a fucking barn, but they said he was at like a pizza place or some shit when they called him. I was like, what? He's like, I guess he said, I don't want to have anything to do with all the flashing lights and all that bullshit, so I'm staying home or something.
Nice.
Cheers to that. Fuck yeah.
I mean, it is cool. It's a cool experience. Like, you worked your butt off to get there.
Yeah.
But now it's just overboard.
Yeah. But also, like, do it that way and, like, just celebrate it with, like, 40 of your best, like, friends and family and shit. It's like, that's the people who were there for you during the journey anyway. Like,
yeah, right, Shawn. It's the fans, bro. You see all those fans out there? I didn't see a lot of Vikings fans. Where you at?
They are not there. Yeah, I did. They were going, school.
Oh, nice, dude.
School.
No, it's not like that. It's like, school.
I was like, are those a bunch of walruses? What is that?
Shawn, you're afraid of our chant.
No,
you get scared.
It is the most cringy tradition in sports. There's like, I've tried to think of other ones.
Dude. BS.
You have two. You have two of the biggest, like the most cringy traditions in sports. The
horn is awesome.
Horn and the skull is mind blowing. That you guys just like
did best traditions in football. The skull chant would come up as number 57. Dude, there's a lot of teams, man.
Right behind putting on your helmet before the game. I don't know. It's fucking stupid. I'm sorry, but it's fucking stupid.
I love it, dude.
You guys were like, how can we embarrass ourselves? They're like, well, let's yell skull and clap our hands like we're idiots. And they're like, you know what? How can we do it again? And they're just like, let's do this weird fucking horn every time we get, when we score? No. Listen to me. Not every time we score, every time we get a first down.
Dude, when did we start scolding? When did this happen?
Fucking no. I don't know. It's a great question though.
and I always thought they were talking about tobacco. I know I've said that several times, but just saying.
Probably where it came from, dude. There's probably like a drunk guy once and he was like, his buddy was like 10 rows behind him and he was like, bro, skull!
Hey, you want Grizzly? You want Grizzly? No, skull!
Skull here! And then he tosses him it, and everyone's like, what's he doing, skull?
And then a Native American comes walking up and he's like, big that.
And then a policeman comes out of nowhere and he's like, YMCA. And he's like, oh, that's not what we're doing here?
You and Cody are obsessed with YMCA. It's your favorite song.
That's where I work out, bro. All right, so the draft is a good time.
The Lions look scary. I'm scared of the Lions.
Yeah, they lost a couple guys though from fucking, was it drugs or what were they doing? Illegal shit?
I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, they lost like Jameson Williams, their wide receiver.
The Alabama guy?
Yeah. He's suspended for the whole year.
No, he's not.
They lost like 2 or 3 guys, yeah.
Dang, man.
It happened a week or 2 ago. What the fuck did he get in trouble for? It was him and yeah, what the fuck? He made a mistake. Oh, it's a 6-game punishment for gambling. He's listening to the Bros and Beers podcast. Shout out, James. I thought there was like 2 other players though with him. Yeah, so CJ Moore and Quintez Cephas from Wisconsin, but they were both released because they were both banned for at least a season, and then they just released them.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's just a wide receiver that they're losing. But, yeah, I mean, Lions could do some damage. We'll see. It's the Lions. I'm sure they'll be the Lions, though.
They'll find a way to screw it up.
You guys will be fine.
One of Jared Goff, and don't forget about my Jared Goff comments. Don't forget.
Yes. You should place a bet down on him to be the
He was a number 1 draft pick.
NFC Conference Champion MVP.
On July or January 4th.
Yeah. One thing I did want to talk about that's really grinding my fucking gears is Mr. Aaron Rodgers. So, well, first off, they're signing Randall Cobb. I don't know if you saw that. As of today, they're signing Cobb, which is hilarious. But he's been going to all these like he went to the Knicks game, he went to like 2 of the Knicks games, he went to the Rangers game, he's like going all this shit on New York. Great, live it up. He's going with Sauce Gardner and fucking Alan Lazard and all these guys. Cool, whatever, live it up. But he's showing up to OTAs. I don't know if you saw that. So he's literally showing up to OTAs. He looks probably the best that he's looked like physically in like 5 years. Like he always looks homeless or like a fucking idiot. He looks clean, like just looks like a good looking dude. He's out there at OTAs. He has not been he never went to OTAs for the last like 4 or 5 years with the Packers. Even when they had young wide receivers, would not work with them in the preseason. Wouldn't play any preseason snaps. Now this motherfucker is showing up to the Jets at OTAs, putting in all this fucking work. So that just goes to show you, like, he just checked out for like the last 4 or 5 years with the Packers.
Absolutely.
But how fucking, I just don't get it. Cause like, if you're wasting 4 or 5 years of your own career, like during some decent years, like you had some good years and you're wasting it and you're not putting in that effort, like, isn't that kind of like, I get it, maybe you're trying to prove a point or something, but like, you're wasting your own career.
It's still about money though, man. And then secondly, like once you're scorned, like I think the Packers scorned him, and so the last 4 years he just hasn't been in a place where he really, I think, is 1,000% there.
Yeah.
And now he is absolutely all in.
He's like free, so he's like,
well,
right.
he doesn't have any bad blood right now with the Jets organization.
But then it's like, you just wasted that time. So it's like, what, you got probably 2 more years left of your career, maybe? I mean, could do more, but maybe 2 solid years, say. So now you wasted like, say 4 or 5 of those just to kind of prove.
Sean,
it's crazy.
Is it wasted? Is it really a waste of time?
Also,
you better listen to your hero.
We could talk about that though. I'll shit all over that if you want.
You gonna shit all over that? I thought it was good.
All these fucking snowflakes out there. I mean, yeah, the message is good, but it's a failure. It's a failure. You can fail. It was a failed season. Yeah. You can fail. There's all these people like, there's no failure, like all this dumb shit. It's like, no, not everybody gets a participation trophy. They're like, well, my kid, he doesn't fail when he goes to soccer. It's like, your kid probably fucking sucks at soccer, okay? He's gonna fail many more times because he's not fucking Pele, okay? He's really bad. He's not LeBron James. He's not fucking Giannis. Like, he's bad. He's bad. He's gonna fail all the fucking time. And someone needs to tell him, hey, little Johnny, you fucking suck. Now, if that kid was being paid $100 million to win an NBA championship and he gets bounced in the first round by the 8th seed, that's a definite failure.
Yeah, but it's I don't need to use a fancy word right now. It's just not a good question in general. Like, what do you want him to say? Question. Yes.
Yeah.
Or just say, yeah, I think it was actually. I think it was.
Yeah.
And what's the next response? Like, what do you want?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, a lot of those questions are fucking stupid. And Giannis is too nice to like not answer them long-winded. Whereas like he should just be a dick and just be like, yeah, obviously it was a failure. We're not happy. Next question.
Well, and God, yeah, he totally scolded that guy. Like, man, we talked about this last year. Same question from last year.
Yeah.
Randy asked him that every day. That's the backstory behind
fucking
it.
Randy. I mean, yeah, that's the thing. Like, I get he's trying to be like an inspiration to kids and stuff. I understand it. Yes, it's a very good message where he was taking it. It's a very good message. It's true. You're building every year. You're trying to fix the wrongs. But at the end of the day, it's a failure.
Yeah. Okay. So back to Aaron Rodgers then is like, so let's say he wins a Super Bowl right now. Did he really waste all them years? Like, yeah, they were failure years, but he didn't really waste them. He won MVP 3 times.
But you're playing season by season. So it's like when you look at a season, and that's not the thing. It's not, okay, was your career wasted? It's, was this season, or what was your career failure? It's, was this season a failure? And if you look at those seasons, I would say a lot of those are failures, along with the one that the Bucks had. Like, I don't think Giannis is a failure. I don't think his career is.
But the Bucks, they had a great season, right? They were first. I mean, I wouldn't say that's a failure. It still shows that you're a dominant team.
I do, because the postseason means everything. So it's like, if you go into it and you have that dominant of a regular season, then you should at least beat the 8 seed. So it's by losing to an 8 seed and only winning one game against them, that's even worse. Now, if they take it to game 7 and Jimmy Butler scores 55 points and whatever knocks you off and some bullshit happens, all right, fine. I'll eat that. Like, move on. That sucks. We lost to him. Jimmy went off. But the fact they only won one game against an 8 seed who had to play in to get in the fucking...
And lost Oladipo and Hero.
Yeah. And then you lose? I'm sorry. Failure. That's a fail. That's a hard fail.
I wish you would have been there, Shawn. Like, you could have been like,
excuse me, Mr. Scholes. So that's my trigger point. Yeah, that's my belief.
That is
failure.
Aaron is definitely making the Packers feel very jealous right now. If I were a Packer fan, I would be very jealous.
Yeah, it's kind of tough to watch, honestly.
Yeah, I believe it.
It's crazy. It's just like, you don't, it's like to have somebody
just broke up and he's with a new girl now.
And he's like actually putting in effort. That's the thing. Is like, it's not like, oh, it's just the same old him. Okay, he's with a new chick, like whatever. They're doing fine. It's like, no, he's like a changed man now, and all of a sudden he's this new fucking spry human being, and it's like, fuck off.
He's a little spring chicken, and he's comparing Luke Wilson to Devontae Adams right now. Man, that is and he's bringing Cobb back. That is stupid.
Stupid. Everyone's joking. They're like Aaron Rodgers complaining that the Packers never bring him any talent, and then this is this is Rodgers with the Jets, and he's just bringing over the entire fucking organization. It's like, okay.
Is Adam Thielen there?
No, I don't think he's signed right now.
Or I think he's a Panther. He's a Panther.
Oh, yeah. He got signed by the Panthers, you're right. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. That's kind of fucking annoying, but it is what it is. We'll see how they do. I just posted a meme before on our Instagram. I'm not sure if you saw it yet, but it's Rodgers holding up the 8 jersey, and then it has a -9 behind it, like their record. 8-9.
The dang Jets. I'm so sick of talking about the Jets, but
I know, fuck the Jets.
They're scary on paper, man.
In better news, though, Jackson Mahomes got arrested for aggravated sexual battery, and he got out on bond today. So I'm guessing his older brother got him out of jail.
Was this from that same experience, or was this a new time?
I think it was that. Yeah, I think it was that. I don't know, though. I don't know. I would assume it was from that, but maybe it's not.
Well, best of luck, Jackson. I don't know if I'm just tired of talking about you, man. Shawn has a crush on you. He always loves to bring you up. So you did your job, you know.
All right, we're done talking about my crush, Jackson.
I love you, Jackson.
Let's do a TikTok now to celebrate. All right, what else do we have?
We're gonna have to wrap it up right now.
Yeah,
we'll have to do another one next week, folks. Sorry, we got lots to talk about.
A lot to talk about. We got to wrap it up. Sure, his kids he's got to tend to. Yeah, We love you guys. We'll
Wait,
talk
quick
to you.
update, quick.
Yeah.
This isn't going.
Oh yeah,
well
we gotta
for
look at
me.
your.
Middle of the first.
Tell me the Brewers one's gonna hit.
Oh, it's top of the third. Eric Lauer, 3 strikeouts already. Let's
Just
go.
one more.
34 strikeouts, 34 pitches. Let's go. We gotta sign off. Love you guys.
Easy money. See ya.
Bye.
Brewing and we cooking, brewing and we cooking, brewing and we cooking, brewing and we cooking. When I circle off the square glass, from the triangle for a star pass. New era in the scrimmage from the tip off. Sipping gold, celebrate a smoky thick broad. Underdog, make it to the contender. Coming through this header when you're straight fender benders. Stopping in the octagon, swinging in circles. Research the game like your name's Steve Urkel.